Hey everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, me too. This is always fun.
It is.
So today, we are tackling something pretty big.
Yeah.
The question of whether or not we are alone in the universe.
Right. One of the biggest questions out there.
Yeah, and it's one that really captures the imagination.
Oh, absolutely.
So to kick things off, maybe we should clarify something right away.
Sure.
When we look up at the night sky,
Right.
we see stars, galaxies, all that.
Mhm.
But that's just a tiny piece of the puzzle, right?
Yeah, that's right. What we can see from Earth is just the observable universe. It's like we're looking out from a little boat in the middle of the ocean. We can only see so far until the horizon cuts us off.
Okay, I like that analogy.
Mm.
So we're stuck in our little boat, but there's a whole vast ocean out there that we can't even see.
Exactly. And the amazing thing is, the evidence suggests that this ocean, the universe, might actually be infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah.
Okay, now my mind is officially blown. But how do we know that? I mean, it sounds kind of impossible to prove.
Well, it's not a direct proof, more like piecing together clues. One big clue comes from the way space-time is structured. Based on what we know about the cosmic microwave background radiation, that's the leftover energy from the Big Bang, the universe seems to be flat.
Flat. Like a pancake.
Well, not exactly flat like that. It means the geometry of space doesn't curve in on itself. And in a flat universe, the best model suggests that it just keeps going forever.
Forever. So an endless universe.
Wow.
But here's where things get really interesting for me. If the universe is truly infinite,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't that mean that somewhere out there, even the most unlikely things become, well, inevitable?
That's the fascinating part. Think of it like this. If you flip a coin enough times, you're bound to get a streak of 100 heads in a row, even though each individual flip is a 50-50 chance.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It just might take a really, really long time.
Exactly. And when you apply that to the scale of an infinite universe, it makes you wonder what incredible things might exist out there, no matter how improbable they might seem.
So instead of asking if there's life out there, the better question might be how MECH life is out there.
Right. And that brings us to a really cool tool,
Hit me with it.
the Drake equation. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, that famous equation that tries to calculate the number of alien civilizations in our galaxy.
Exactly. It's a way to break down this massive question into smaller pieces.
Yeah, like a cosmic recipe.
Haha, I like that. So it factors in things like how many stars are born each year, how many of those stars have planets, how many of those planets could support life.
And ultimately, how many of those life-bearing planets might develop intelligent life that could communicate with us?
Right.
But isn't there a lot of guesswork involved in that equation? I mean, we're still figuring out a lot about our own solar system, let alone the entire galaxy.
Absolutely, it's true. Many of the variables in the Drake equation are still unknown, especially the ones about how likely it is for life to arise in the first place, and then for that life to become intelligent.
It seems like the biggest mystery of all.
Yeah, for sure. We only have one data point to go on, right? Life as we know it here on Earth.
That's what's so mind-blowing about it. We're trying to understand the potential for life across the universe, but we're only looking at this one tiny example.
Yeah, it's like if you were an alien scientist studying all of Earth's life, but you could only examine your own backyard.
You might think all life is just grass and a couple of squirrels.
Right, and that's why the possibility of finding life beyond Earth, even microbial life, would be so groundbreaking.
Okay, let's say for a moment that there are tons of alien civilizations out there, buzzing with activity.
Hmm.
We still have this one gigantic problem, right?
Distance.
Exactly. Even if a signal from another civilization is traveling at the speed of light, it could take thousands or millions of years to reach us. And then the same for our signals to reach them.
It's a huge challenge, no doubt. But think about how far we've come in just the past few decades. We're discovering new planets all the time, and we're developing technologies to analyze the atmospheres of those planets, looking for signs of life.
So we're not just listening for radio signals anymore. We're actively searching for clues.
Yeah, like cosmic detectives.
Hmm.
And who knows what breakthroughs might be around the corner.
It's a pretty exciting time to be alive, even with all the unknowns.
Oh, absolutely. And even if we never make contact with another civilization, just knowing that we're not alone in this vast universe would be a profound discovery.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the mind-blowing concept of an infinite universe, pondered the tantalizing possibility of extraterrestrial life, and even grappled with the challenges of distance and communication.
It's been a fascinating deep dive.
It really has, and it leaves us with a question that I think everyone has pondered at some point. If we could send a message to another civilization, what would we say? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, me too. What would you say?
Well, I think that's a conversation for another time.
Sounds good.
Until then, keep looking up,
Always.
and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.